This is your 15-minute warning till the action here at Raceway Park, the Gambler. Don't worry, hang tight, get your snacks, find your seats, grab some premio sausage the way sausage should be, and get ready for the action here, 2021, the Gambler.
Chris Knapp on course.
If you guys are just joining us on the internet, welcome to Raceway Park, the Gambler 2021. We're here to fight it out for some cash, the glory, the ego checks. We're here for it all. Hang tight with us here and we'll get right to the action. Tyler, do a tail whip. Tail whip. One-hander. A wheelie. Yeah, give it up for Tyler and all the media guys out here. This is your call for the media personnel to get into position. Don't worry, guys. I'll figure out this microphone thing eventually. This is our friendly reminder to our competing drivers to report to grid for your battles. If you guys are joining us both on the internet and here at Raceway Park, welcome to the 2021 The Gambler, where everybody here is going to be battling out for the guts, the glory, and the cash. At the end of the day, grab your snacks, find your seat, get comfortable at home, and we'll get to the action right here at the 2021 Raceway Park The Gambler. While we're waiting for our staff and drivers to get into position for today's competition, this is a good time to let you guys know about a new concept, or not a new concept, but maybe a new concept to you, the Let It Ride. Let It Ride here at Gambler is a game of chance that's played by the competitors during the rounds of competition. Let It Ride allows the competitors the chance to increase their winnings or not. Here's how it works. Let It Ride has 5 sponsors. Each sponsor awards 1 prize, which gets placed on a randomly chosen qualified spot on the ladder prior to qualifying. The prize is valued at $25 and looks like a large magnetic poker chip. Drivers that qualify in those 5 randomly chosen qualifying spots automatically won those prizes. Here's where the fun begins. Those 5 drivers now have a chance. They can immediately keep the prize or let it ride. When a driver chooses to let it ride, the magnetic poker chip gets displayed on their car, and now the prize is in play for their next round of competition. If the driver wins that round, the value of the prize doubles in score. This can continue through the entire competition. $25 becomes $50, and then one can double it to $100 until all the way to the final round. If it reverts back to if that driver was to lose that round chip awarded to him during that battle, the losing driver would then have to give up that token to the winner. That winning token would then reset in value. Driver may remove and replace chips in their possession on any round of competition. That means our drivers have the choice. If they win a couple tokens throughout today's bracket, they could choose to put a couple dollars in their pocket and continue to hold on and bet the rest of it. Make sure you guys vote for your favorite driver today. Make a lot of noise for him. Show him some love, both on social media and here in the pits. We'll get to the action here shortly. Stay tuned. All right, we're getting our drivers' tires warmed up. As we do that, I want to introduce our judges for this Gambler event. To start off, the infamous Ricky Hoffman. Oh, don't worry, you don't have to clap for him, but it'd be nice for him. Make some noise for Ricky Hoffman, our first judge today. Up next, our second judge here today, Reese Marin. And last but not least, our final judge, J-Wag, Jeff Stoneback. I'm also sitting here with track owner Mike Knack. Thank you very much to that family and the Raceway family for allowing this event to happen here. A big shout out to all our event sponsors this evening. The Let It Ride sponsors, TireStacks.com, Drift HQ, South Bay Fuel Injectors, East Coast Drift School, Freedom Motorsports, Rock Auto, Hi Mom, Hotels Unlimited, Flipsco, US Drift, Clubs Loose, and Racers and Tuners Car Show. We're gonna get to our action right now. We got our drivers up on the line. I think our track and staff are in position. Media guys, are you ready? Guys and girls, are you ready? All right, Premium Sausage, are you ready? The way sausage should be. You guys ready to get this party started? Make some noise if you're ready to get this party started. Already our first battle here in the Gambler, and we got a token in play thanks to South Bay Fuel Injectors, Nate Richards, with a $25 token on the line, putting it up against Tyler Hess. Tyler Hess is going to take that lead position. Nate Richards in that green S14 to chase. You guys ready for some drifting? I know you guys been hanging out all day watching these guys rip through practice. Let's get ready for the nitty gritty. And here we go. First battle here, Raceway Park, the Gambler. Tyler Hess in the lead position, Nate Richards in chase. Tyler Hess initiated, Nate Richards putting the pressure on early. Getting out there, transition to interclip one. Nate Richards right back on the door. Tyler Hess starting the action off early at the Gambler. Nate Richards putting the pressure on Tyler Hess, hitting some contact. Nate Richards getting greedy right off the bat. That $25 token, thanks to South Bay Fuel Injectors, might be taken away from him right there. We're gonna get our drivers back up in the line, swap positions. We'll have to go to the judges to deem which driver was at fault. I'm gonna be out of voice 100% today. It's too exciting too early. Our judges are deliberating to make sure they ascertain fault to the correct driver. All right, looks like our judges are ready for the second half of this battle. As you guys can see from our drone replays, you guys get an up-close and personal view of this massive figure eight here at this coliseum of a drift course here at Raceway Park. Only one of the few tracks here. And here we go, the second half of the battle. Nate Richards in the lead, Tyler Hess in that S13 hatch to chase. Nate Richards in S13, killing outside zone number one. Tyler Hess jumps in, interclip one, and a little bit of contact. Keeping it off the wall as Nate Richards pulls away to outside zone number two. Looks like Nate Richards is gonna finish off his run here. I'm telling you, these guys have been rubbing all day through practice, trying to win practice. These guys have been itching to turn it up for the last bit of battle. First battle out here, already getting wet and wild. Don't forget that South Bay fuel injector. $25 token of Nate Richards is on the line. He's trying to double it to make it a $50 token into his next battle, while Tyler's trying to steal it from him to get his chances as doubling his money. I'm sitting here with Mike Knapp, track owner here at the Raceway Park, home of round 3 for Formula Drift this year, a brand new track, bringing something completely new to New Jersey. Do you have anything to say, anything to give a big, maybe a tease to anybody here for what they're in store?
Well, ticket sales already set a record. That's pretty good.
I mean, that's not half bad.
No. I figured it'd be popular, but not that popular, so it's off to a good start that way. I mean, I'm proud to have the only Drift Stadium around. I think that's kind of a cool thing. It's different. I think that kind of makes it awesome. And I think the technical driving that we're going to see in June is going to be basically out of control. I really don't want to be a judge. I'm glad I'm not a judge, I guess, for that event. It's going to be nuts.
They're definitely going to be put into a limit. I mean, these guys, even some of these guys have some pro spec level cars, even some pro level cars out here, and they're throwing around some crazy speeds. It's definitely going to be entertaining to watch the pros come out and figure out what's happening. We have a verdict from the judges. And for our first battle here, the 2021, The Gambler, they're going to go one more time. That means Nate Richards is going to hang on to his South Bay fuel injector chip. That $25 token is going to hold its value at $25, and those guys are going to have to see battle again. So where is everybody looking for these tickets at? Where's the best place to purchase a ticket if they want to check out the action? Because it sounds like there's going to be more than enough people here to have a hell of a party.
Well, you just go to the Formula Drift website, and they're selling the tickets for the event themselves. You can get links from our website coming up soon, but directly get your ticket from them.
Awesome. Now, if you guys are already tuned in at home, that means you've already found either our Facebook or our YouTube. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on our alerts so you don't miss any of the event updates from any of these things. As well as make sure you like and follow us on Instagram as well. Mike Knapp, do you have any other things that you guys want to have announced? Anything that you have coming up? I know there's plenty of tracks over here. You guys got motocross in the back right corner. This is a massive complex with multiple tracks, multiple layouts. I mean, I've driven here personally, and I know I've hit speeds that I shouldn't have hit in here because I love this place. Is there anything else that you got in store for the Formula D fans?
We're really looking forward to having both classes run here. Pro will be on the right side, the far side of the track from where we're announcing, and Pro Spec, awesome Pro Spec, will take this set of pits for the Gamblers, and we have hospitality tower suites available, and it really is going to be a nice venue to watch stuff. So I'm pretty excited just to see how it turns out. Bring them in and really have a good time.
Speaking of having a good time, here we go, the next battle here. Doug Santana and Barakadat 2JZ E36. Santana getting deep out of the outside of outside 1. Falling back in position now as they work their way to outside show number 2. Doug Santana working his way out to the wide line. Getting inside clip 2. Transition to that wall of death outside show number 3. Barak doing a good job behind Doug Santana's blue E46. Speaking of suites, it'd be really sweet to watch drifting from one of these hospitality suites in the tower. I mean, there's air conditioning and stuff in there. Oh, there's air conditioning? Dibs. Dibs. There's food and booze? Dibs. First come, first serve on those. All right, we're going to get our drivers back up for the second half of our battle. These guys are definitely not making it easy. Doug Santana holding on to that tire stack, $25 gambler token. He's looking to make that a $50 token going into his next battle. Barak trying to steal it from him. And here we go, our judges are ready, our drivers are ready. The second half of this battle. Barak to lead, Doug to chase. Doug in that blue E46, Barak in that 2JZ powered E36. Both drivers working their way out to outside zone number 1 and inner clip 1, working their way to outside zone number 2. Guys starting to put the pressure on, working their way to inside clip number 2. Both drivers transition, that last outside zone. Calm and collect over the finish line. Make some noise for him. And Barak, a big no-no here at the Gambler. With the speeds here and all the walls, we cannot have our drivers spinning anywhere post the finish line. We're gonna have to go to our judges to get a final verdict for that. That may have saved Doug's TireStacks.com $25 token for another day. And unfortunately, that will give the win to Doug Santana, doubling that TireStacks.com $25 token to $50. He'll have the choice to either keep that money or let it ride next battle. An unfortunate turn for Barak with that spin past the finish line, almost giving away the battle to Doug Santana. As you guys can see from home from the instant replays here, there is a massive amount of real estate for the cars to play here. Tons of speed, tons of danger. That last outside zone we've dubbed as the wall of death. We want our drivers going fast and as close as we possibly can. We're gonna bring up our one more time battle between Tyler Hess and Nate Richards. Tyler Hess in the lead position, Nate Richards in the chase. Tyler Hess in that Fortune Auto S13 hatch going up against Nate Richards in that beautiful S14. All right, here we go. That one more time battle. Nate Richards putting the pressure on Riley, making sure Tyler Hess knows he's right there. Nate Richards jumps right back in the formation. Tyler Hess driving his line as Nate just being a bully. Getting all the way in there. Tyler Hess keeping his composure until last outside zone. And Nate Richards makes some noise. Nate Richards chose violence. He said no more times, tires are expensive. I want to keep this South Bay fuel injector token, make it 50 bucks. He said, not today, Tyler. Tyler's gonna have to turn it up. We're gonna get our drivers back up in the line. I wonder what he was trying to sell him. To the window? Yeah, like he was right in his window. Like he was trying to sell him something.
Car's extended warranty.
Was he asking him about premium sausage? The way the sausage should be. I could watch these instant replays all day long. The drone work up here, a big shout out to G and his team for making this live stream possible. Make sure you guys share the link, tell your friends, the Gambler's on TV. And here we go, the second half of this battle. Nate Richards now the lead, Tyler Hess. Time to put up or shut up. Tyler Hess, oh no. Unfortunately, Tyler Hess looking like he's taking a mechanical failure. Nate Richards continuing his line, putting on a show for the fans, make some noise for him. Oh! Ooh, we're gonna have to go to the judges. These drivers are definitely making the judges' job very, very easy. Jay Wang looking awfully excited about this. We got one big rule here at the Gambler, and we don't like the spinning past the finish line. We're going fast, and we're trying to go fast, and you can't be spinning past the finish line because it causes a ton of danger here. We're going to have to lean on the judges. Please hold. As you guys at home can see, Tyler Hess unfortunately having some sort of mechanical difficulty through the replays. Nate Richards getting in a little extra practice, probably unaware that Tyler Hess is not in his ear, thinking that he's out for blood. Nate Richards definitely woke up this morning and chose violence. Hopefully, the little mishap past the finish line, not gonna bite him. So I'm back here with Mike Knapp sitting in the judges' tower while our judges are having the greatest time of their lives. So Mike, who came up with the design concept here of the new track layout? Because I know some of our viewers at home, some of the older gentlemen, aren't so happy to see this new track layout here.
You know, it is kind of funny how that came about. My son, Chris, started to rough out a design, and then Chris Forsberg and my son started fine-tuning that design and roughed out, I mean, really close, almost exactly what you see. Sent it over to FD. They made one small adjustment to it, and that was the final, the final design. But the coolest part of this is the starting line. Okay, the starting line can be, another 100 and something feet farther back than where it is now. And I know Chris Forsberg has alluded to the fact that he wants to.
Yeah, Chris learns at a party.
He wants to start in the woods.
Yeah.
And
we'll start at Wawa.
Entry speeds will be insane anyway, wherever you put the starting line for those guys. So, the farther back they push it, the more insane it's going to be. Forsberg, you're going to watch him slide that wall, for all three of those hash marks. And he's already said he wants to do it. So.
Oh, he's already making claims. Talking about insane, we got a decision from our judges. They're going to go one more time. These poor guys. Their wallets are aching already. All right, it looks like we got our next battle up on the line. Norway Nils in that crazy Jay-Z powered truck up against Jabar in that stock 350Z. Both these guys have been killing it all the way through practice today. HR swapped. I apologize. Ricky Hoffman correcting me. Ricky with all the information. He's basically a walking encyclopedia. Oh, Ricky ran tech today. All right, big shout out to our track support crew and EMT. All right, our judges are ready. Looks like our track is ready. Media is ready. Are you guys ready? Oh, they're not ready. You guys can hold. I said, are you guys ready? Yeah, that's more like it. All right, here we go. Norway Nils taking that lead position. Jabar to follow. Jabar in that 350Z. HR swapped. They both chuck it in. Nils getting out to the outside zone. Jabar taking a more relaxed approach. Dives into that inner clip. Nils getting out to outside zone number 2. Jabar trying to put the pressure on now. Nils working that truck out. As Jabar started putting the pressure on. Dives in the outside zone number 3. Starting to put the pressure on. Make some noise for him. First half of this battle here, Raceway Park the Gambler. got our drivers back up on the line. Jabar in that 350Z taking that lead position, set up in the chicane. Norway Nils in that crazy 2JZ truck. As Reese says, it doesn't even look real. All right, it looks like our judges are ready. The track is clear. Waiting for our drivers in. Here we go. That 350Z shooting out from under the tower. That crazy truck to chase. Jabar and Nils putting the pressure on, cranking the angle on, jumping back into position, taking out the clip, trying to follow in position behind Jabar's 350Z. Nils pressuring back in. Nils with a crazy transition into the last outside zone, putting the pressure in and getting into the dirt. Here at the Gambler, tire drops per tire are deductions. The more tire, the worse, until 3 tires off is considered a 0. Norway Nils and that crazy 2JZ powered truck is one of our past first place qualifiers here at the Gambler. Always throwing down some crazy runs. Jabar, and a relatively new competitor here at the Gambler, throwing down that HR Swap 350Z. Definitely a crazy power difference and setup difference between those two cars, and both those drivers making it work. These drone shots here are crazy. The instant replays here, you can almost see every square inch of this massive track here at Raceway Park. Our judges are deliberating. We got our next 2 battle contestants up on the line. Bruno De Silva and Alan Boss. De Silva piloting that green E36. Alan Boss in that carbon fiber 350Z. Both these guys have been throwing down all day. De Silva having a love-hate relationship with the walls, banging out his quarter panels all day long, going out there and smacking it again. He has no fear from anything out here. Alan Boss has been turning up that crazy carbon fiber 350Z all day through practice. You guys are definitely in for a treat. And the judges have a decision. Norway Nils will get the win. Norway Nils will get the win. All right, we're going to get into our next battle here. De Silva versus Boss. De Silva in that green E36 in the lead position. Boss in that 350Z in the chase. And here we go, De Silva and Alan Boss. Both drivers initiate, working their way to outside zone number 1. Alan dives back in on the inner clip. De Silva working his way out to outside zone number 2. Inside clip number 2. Both drivers transition. Fall into position here in the outside zone number 3. Boss looking like a boss behind De Silva. De Silva's E36 from the back looking like it's taking a beating. All right, our drivers are back up on the line. Alan Boss in that crazy carbon fiber 350Z sitting in the chicane for the lead position. Bruno da Silva in that green E36. The car that keeps on taking. My friends at Drift AQ might say it's the superior chassis. And here we go, the second half of this battle. Alan Boss at 350Z in the lead position. Da Silva initiating early before Boss getting out to the outside zone number 1. Starting to put the pressure on as they rotate into the inner clip. It's Da Silva. A nice shot through inside clip number 1 as Alan Boss working his way through outside zone number 2 and inside clip number 2. Transition to outside zone number 3. Hangs on to it. And being a good sport, Bruno da Silva burning off some extra tire for you guys here and at home. Make some noise for them. And unfortunately, that is going to go ahead. All right, our judges have come to a decision. Alan Boss in that carbon fiber 350Z will move on. He gets the win. We just had Tyler Hess approach the judges' tower with unfortunate news. Don't threaten me with a good time. Tyler Hess unfortunately approaching the judges' tower with mechanical issues, unable to keep going with these crazy one more time battles with Nate Richards. Unfortunate for him, but good luck for him. Nate Richards will get the win, holding on to his South Bay fuel injector token, doubling its value to $50. We need all our competing drivers to top 16 to report to grid. Top 16 competing drivers to report to grid. All right, Dimitri, that means you, bud. We're gonna need a light jog, maybe a full sprint. You have 2 minutes to get to the line. We're timing you. Dimitri said he may only need 1 lap. Dimitri Busky was out here with his family hanging out, dialing in his car, getting it ready. He's got all his kids out here. They're all having a good time. Got distracted. Speaking of having a good time, I'm sitting here with Chris Knapp. You just got back from a long trip somewhere else. Like, you were competing today. What happened with you?
I had some electrical issues with the car last night, and I wasn't able to qualify. But you know, I'm out here, and I'm having lots of fun watching, and I can't wait for the next one.
Well, I mean, you could have worked on it all night long.
I like sleeping, so no.
It's okay. I like to nap too. I would have done the same thing. I'm lying to everyone. We're waiting to get our next contestants up on the line. Thanks to Dimitri Busky and his chill attitude. He's up on the line waiting. Oh, there he is. Come on, bud. Where you going? Get some hustle in. He's not even got his helmet on. Hustle. He literally just started jogging. All right. Let's see if we can get our next battle up on the line here. Tyler Hess with his little bit of mechanical issue, throwing a wrench here in the spokes at Raceway Park. But don't worry, we'll get our next battle contestants up on the line. We're going to try to get Tyler Foley and Jared Heckman up on the line for their battle. Jared in that RB-powered S14, holding on to that East Coast Drift School $25 token. Yeah, Chris, he's here to take your money. If you guys are looking to get out here and learn how to drift yourself, make sure you check out East Coast Drift School. They can teach you everything you need to know to get out here and rip in and win your own money. It's going up against Tyler Foley in that VA-powered E36. All right, our next battle are warming up their tires. Take this little bit of time to give a big shout out to our sponsors here at The Gambler. Our Let It Ride sponsors, TireStacks.com, Drift HQ, South Bay Fuel Injectors, East Coast Drift School, and Freedom Motorsports, as well as our other sponsors, Rock Auto, Hotels Unlimited, Flipsco, US Drift, Club Lose, Racers and Tuners Car Show, Premio Sausage, and that family and Raceway Park family. Thank you guys for everybody for coming out. Nate Richards taking his buy run, showcasing that his car is still suited for battle here. Tyler Hess, unfortunate, unable to make it up to the line. And he keeps it together. The big no-no here. All right, it looks like our next two battle contestants are up on the line. Tyler Foley sitting in the chicane, waiting to take that lead position in that orange VA-powered E36. Sitting next to him is Jared Heckman in that RB-powered S14, a beautiful car. Ended up catching a little bit of the wall, and they were banging it out, and that thing was back ripping in no time. Excited to see these guys battle it out. Both ripping, trying to win practice earlier today. And here we go, Tyler Foley taking the lead position. Jared Heckman in the chase. Jared initiates, Tyler initiates, Jared right behind him. Gets out outside zone number 2 and curls back into that inner clip. Jared, correction, but stands on it, trying to catch back up Tyler Foley. Taking that corrective action, maybe a little bit of a corrective, but they're going to make up that proximity as they work their way into the last outside zone and doing a great job showing that car control to make up for it. Tyler Foley giving it in the real estate to make the play. Definitely cool to see a driver make conscious decisions. I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of line to make up some proximity, get in position to make up for it to the next clip or zone. Jared, a relatively new competitor. I think he only has a few years under his belt. Going up against Tyler Foley. I don't know if I'd call Tyler a veteran, but I know I've been hanging out with Tyler for a long time. Both these guys holding their own here at Raceway Park. Tyler Foley now in that chase position. Jared Heckman in the lead. And here we go, second half of the battle here. Jared in the lead position, Tyler in the chase. Jared initiates, Tyler right behind him. Jared just getting into outside zone number 1, transition to inside clip. He gets out there working his way to the wide line outside zone number 2. Tyler holding his composure, showing some patience. Both drivers transition. Tyler jumps in the smoke and Jared working their way to the finish line. Keep it together, boys. Good second half of the battle here at Raceway Park, the Gambler. Don't forget that Jared holding on to that $25 East Coast Drift School Gambler token. Jared looking to take a win here to double that $25 token into $50. Tyler trying to steal that money so he can take his chance at gambling it away. Not only are these guys holding tokens with cash values, they're also battling it out for cash prizes here. First place taking home $4,000. Second place taking home $2,000. And third place taking home a cool $1,000. Everybody's battling it out for the ego, the blood, the sweat, the glory. Let's see if we can get our drivers back on the line for the battle. And our judges, merciless. Merciless. All right, our judges have determined because of equal mistakes in both lead and chase, we're going to go one more time.
We decided to give it one more time on that. There was just on the lead run and on the follow run, there was equally just amount of many mistakes made on both parties. So we just thought that the fairest way would be to have him run it one more time.
That's Reese Marin relaying how much they want to stress. This first outside zone is very, very important. This brings up our next battle here between Dimitri Busky and Nate Richards. Nate Richards sitting on a cool $50 thanks to South Bay Fuel Injectors with a gambler token. Dimitri Busky looking super solid during practice, looking to steal that money from Richards. Looks like our drivers are ready. Our drivers are ready. And here we go. Dimitri in the lead. Nate to chase. Dimitri initiates. Nate Richards putting the pressure on early. And Nate getting deep in the outside zone number 1 as Dimitri Busky continues on his line, working his way out to outside zone number 2. Unfortunate initiation. Nate putting the pressure on early. Maybe not getting the same bite out of Dimitri's Michael S. build E46. Maybe a little bit of a wash. You can see here, Chris Knapp and his team had put a little bit extra pavement at the outside of outside zone number 1, basically saying, get off of my lawn. This little area past outside zone number 1 is major deductions considered it as grass. We've allowed this area to allow the drivers a clear indication so they can pull out and get to safety as quickly as possible. It's really cool to see a track go out of the way, not only to design a drift-only stadium, but also design it in a way for safety for both the drivers and the fans alike. All right, we got Nate Richards in the lead position, sitting in the chicane. Dimitri Busky sitting in that BMW in the chase. Nate piloting that VA-powered S14. And here we go. Shootout from the Raceway Park Tower, where the hospitality suites are available for purchase at FD round number 3. Here we go. Working the way to outside zone number 1. Inner clip number 1. Dimitri falls in position. Nate Richards with a spin. Dimitri keeping his car out of Nate's. J-Wang making calls already. They're going to have to go to the judges. Dimitri Busky putting on a show for everybody. Make some noise for both drivers out here, throwing it down, throwing everything they got out of it, putting our asset and lives at risk. And we just got word that Victor Fernandez is out with a broken clutch. An unfortunate turn of events for that BR Drift Force G35. He was looking super solid in the late towards practice. An unfortunate turn of events for him and his team. That will give the win to Matt Essie, and he will move into the top 8. All right, well, let's move into our top 16 battles. Moving into our next battle here with Adam Daniels in that green Miami Vice, dubbed by Reese Meyer, and that E36 Vert. Adam Daniels sitting in the chicane in the lead position, up against Doug Santana, sitting on a $50 Tire Stacks Gambler token. He's looking to double that money into $100 to take it into the top 8. Speaking of top 8, make sure as our drivers move out of the top 16, if you win your battle into the top 8, please get in your vehicle and be at the grid for our top 8 awards or opening ceremonies. Doug Santana sitting on $100 thanks to TireStacks.com. Good place to spend some money on some tires. Looking to see if he can double it. Adam Daniels trying to steal. All right, we're going to pull up our one more time battle between Tyler Foley and Jarek Heckman. Jarek Heckman holding on to that East Coast Drift School $25 token. These guys already saw battle once. They don't want to see battle again. Tires are expensive. Tyler Foley with that VA-powered RNG 36 up against Jared Heckman's RB-powered Red S14. Let them know you're here. Make some noise for him. Tyler Foley in the lead position. Jarek Heckman in the chase. Here we go. This one more time battle. Raceway Park, the Gambler 2021. Tyler initiates. Jarek dives in on him. You can see that gambler token on the door. Jarek Heckman, he's looking to double his money here. He's putting the pressure on it. Tyler Foley works his way out. Tighten it up, tighten it up. Transition to interclip two, and they transition to the last outside zone. Jarek putting the pressure on Tyler Foley. Keep it together. Shutting it down over the finish line. Makes some noise for him. First half of this one more time battle. All right, our driver is going to get swapped around. Jared now taking that lead position. Have to shoot out of the chicane under the Raceway Park Tower. It's going to be super, super cool to see these Formula Drift cars at round 3 shoot from who knows where behind the tower with incredible amounts of speed, shooting directly at us right here in the bleachers. Definitely going to be a cool thing to see. And I think once we dial that in, Mike, we might have to, I don't know, let me give it a whirl? Yeah. All right, that's fine. I'll sign a waiver. All right, Jared Heckman in the lead position. Tyler Foley in the chase. Jared in that RB-powered S14. He's made it out here today for comps. Sorry, Ryan. Here we go. Jared Heckman initiates. Tyler Foley initiates. And Jared Heckman deep in outside zone 2. Tyler Foley showing a great amount of patience. And Jared falls back in position. Tyler, say hi, let's go. Jared finding his slots now. Transition to the last outside zone. Tyler Foley dives in to say, hey, man, I'm still here. Make some noise for him. Jared Heckman with that East Coast Drift School $25 gambler token on the line. Tyler Foley looking to take it from him. We're going to have to go to the judges to figure it out. I just want it for the record that Ricky Hoffman just lost my G2 pilot pen. So anybody knows what that means, this hurts. Jay Wang. Borrow a man's pen and you lose it, reckless animal. All right, we got Adam Daniels in the lead position. Doug Santana in the chase. Doug Santana sitting on that $50 TireStacks.com token. And we do have a winner. Tyler Foley steals that token from Jarek Heckman. Awarded that $25 East Coast Drift School token. Tyler Foley will move into the top 8. He'll get a chance to double his money moving forward. This is a reminder to our top 8 competing drivers to be in your cars ready for grid for opening ceremonies. That means you, Dimitri. And here we go, Adam Daniels in the lead position. Doug Santana in the chase. Doug trying to double his money here. Adam's trying to steal. Adam's getting out to outside zone number 1, not taking any chances. Inside clip, Doug Santana right behind him. Outside zone number 2. Adam Daniels giving Doug Santana the room to play. Transition jumps in. Outside zone, wall of death. Put it on show here. Raceway Park the Gambler. Even shut it down close. That was good. A great first half of the battle here. Adam Daniels going to take the chase position. Doug Santana will take the lead. Doug Santana already sitting on a $50 TireStacks.com token. He's looking to make it $100. I know that'll help buy some tires. As you guys are hanging out with us here live at Raceway Park for the 2021 Gambler, don't forget that our concession stand and grease trucks are open for snacks and are available for you guys joining us at home, either on our Facebook page or at YouTube. Sucks to suck, the food's great. Doug Santana in that lead position. Adam Daniels in the chase. Doug Santana sitting in that E46 blue. Adam Daniels. Adam Daniels in that green E36 convertible. And here we go, Doug Santana in that lead. Adam Daniels looking for some aggression. Dives in, gets out to outside zone number 1. Daniels repitches at him, says, Doug, I'm coming for you. Going working the way out to outside zone number 2. Daniels takes a little bit of angle to get back up to Doug Santana as he works his way on the outside line. Curl back in inside clip. And Daniels trying to dive at him outside zone number 3. Makes some noise for him. A great second half of the battle here, the Gambler. Watching these guys go from the backside of the tower, working their way through outside zone number 2, curl on the back end, the inside clip. Watching these guys maneuver cars around each other, guessing what the guy's gonna do in front. At speeds like this, with the danger on the outside, it's a lot of demand from these drivers. They're jumping through their own smoke as they jump through the middle. A little bit of a crest where the old drag strip was here. A little bit of contact change here. You can see here, I don't know if it's visible from live stream, but here in the stands, you can see how much rubber is laid down through outside zone number 2, going back in through the crossover here. This place is fast. It's crazy. We're waiting on the verdict from our judges. While we're waiting, we got our next 2 battle contestants up in the line. Kendrick Meyer in that supercharged VA-powered Ready 36 up against Norway Nils in the chase position in that 2JZ-powered crazy Dodge truck. And the judges have made a decision. Doug Santana will get the win. That's doubling his Tire Stacks Gambler token to $100. If Doug continues to ride out this winning streak, he has the chance to double that TireStacks.com $100 token to $200. All right, we were hunting down Matt Essie in that SR Power Coupe, Mike's Automotive. Matt will have to partake in a buy run here. Unfortunately, Victor in his G35 is out with a clutch, but Matt still having to showcase that his car is built and suited for competition. Will have to make it to the line and showcase his car is still working. It's just a free show for everyone here. Sorry, Matt, about your wallet, but we're gonna burn some tires here. We're gonna make sure that thing still works. Victoria, here's your heads up. It's your man's. All right, Matt's sitting there with his SR-powered coupe. Ricky, this thing's relatively stock-powered, yeah?
Yep, very stock power. Completely stock SR, 9 pounds of boost. Our lowest horsepower in the field and also the smallest motor in the field.
See, it doesn't take a crazy amount of horsepower to be competitive here at the Gambler. Matt was definitely throwing down during practice, trying to make his presence known. Maybe if you say, trying to make it look easy. Easy.
Essie.
Easy. Yeah, you get it. All right, Matt, as he needs to showcase his car still works, he's going to take his buy run here. I believe we don't even need the judges ready, so as soon as he's ready, he will take that run. While you guys are hanging out here today, it's a big shout out to our Let It Ride sponsors, TireStacks.com, Drift HQ, South Bay Fuel Injector, East Coast Drift School, and Freedom Motorsports. Make some noise for that 9 pounds of fury, Mac Essie. Victoria, it's your man. So that thing still like has a T25 on it?
Give
Yeah.
him a shout out for being the only SR guy here.
Jay Wang says, shout out for being the only SR guy here. Sorry about your rocker arms. Jay Wang, you say he's a champion in your book?
Yep.
Yeah, you know what champions eat for breakfast?
SRs?
Rocker arms. All right, here we go. Jeff Stoneback's making fun of me because I can't keep an engine together. All right, Kendrick Meyer in the lead position. Norway Nils in the chase. And here we go, getting back to the battles. Kendrick Meyer in that supercharged V8 E36. Norway nails that crazy 2JP power truck. Biting right to the side of Kendrick Meyer. Throwing the angle, rotating right back, going to the inside clip. Putting the pressure on. Norway putting the pressure in. Nils dies outside zone number 3. Makes some noise for him. Kendrick Meyer, Norway Nils. Shooting out from the tower with some vengeance right off the bat. Our judges definitely want to see the aggression right out of the gate. They also want to make sure that our guys are filling outside zone number 1 to its fullest capacity. That makes sure our guys are throwing the proper and correct speed and line through the rest of the course. Kendrick's spotters talking mean to him, seems to be working as Norway Nils in the lead position. Kendrick Meyer in the chase. Let's see if he can hold that aggression. Norway Nils definitely known for pouring on a little bit of angle. Let's see if Kendrick can give that real estate. See if Kendrick can make that real estate work. It's all right, don't worry, I'll stick to my day job. I don't have one. All right, here we go. Norway Nils in the lead position. Kendrick Meyer to chase. Norway throws in, Nils filling outside zone number 1 as Kendrick follows him in, dives into inside clip number 1, waiting for Nils to put the power back on. Kendrick with a correction. Dives back in the formation, puts the pressure on through outside zone number 3. Nils with a hesitation coming out of inner clip 1. Kendrick Meyer kind of waiting for Nils. We're going to have to go to the judges to make a final call. If you guys are tuning in at home, you guys have the great view from the drones. You can see it right up and personal. Make sure you guys go into the comment sections, both on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know what you think. And the judges have a decision. Don't worry, Sarah, I'll make you wait for it. They're gonna go one more time. We're gonna go to Reese Meyer and see what the judges thought about it.
Yeah, so when Nils was in the lead, when he was in the follow position, there was definitely some bobbles that was going on. Kendrick definitely did a really good lead run. When they switched positions, we definitely saw that there was a little bit of a momentum and a decel going on after the inner clip. We feel that that affected the amount of momentum that Kendrick had going into the outer zone 2, and we deemed both mistakes of both parties enough for do it one more time.
A big shout to our judges today, taking some time out of their busy schedule to come down and judge a local event here at Raceway Park the Gambler. Looks like we got our next two contestants up on the line. Thomas Miata in that lead position, up against Chris Meyer in the chase. As you guys can see on the live stream, those hospitality suites are available for FD Round 3. Make sure you check out the FD website to get your tickets, to check out the action when both pro and pro spec battle out here, right here in the same very course and Coliseum here at Raceway Park. And here we go. Our next battle here, Thomas Miata in that lead position, and Chris Meyer in that E46 behind. Thomas initiates, gets into outside zone number 1. Chris Meyer falls in position behind him, goes in and takes out the inner clip. Working away to outside zone number 2. Thomas going back in, inner clip 2. Chris getting comfy behind him. You can really see the size difference between that E46 and Thomas's little tiny Miata as they cross over the finish line. Thomas Miata with a slightly weird initiation, dropping into that outside zone number 1, kind of waiting for the dip to buy again. Let's see how Chris Meyer takes it in the lead position. Thomas not shy in the chase. Chris has been throwing down through practice. We gave him a hard time in the beginning of that practice, driving a very narrow line. Definitely found it later, got super comfortable, started turning up some speed. Him and his brother were wrestling. Don't worry, it was as weird as it sounds. Thomas Miata in the chase position, Chris Meyer in the lead. Here we go, Chris Meyer, that E46 taking that lead. Thomas Miata in the Miata, taking the chase. Chris filling outside zone number 1. Thomas diving right behind him as they transition to inner clip 1. Chris working his way to outside zone number 2. And he goes wide. Thomas falling out a little bit as Chris works his way to his inner clip 2. Transition to outside zone number 3. A gap now set, a consistency over the finish line. A great run here from Chris Meyer. Thomas Miata fell behind, found the speed, couldn't make it back up. And Chris Meyer taking that Drift HQ $25 gambler token and awarded $50 for taking the win. Chris Meyer will work his way into the top 8 with a cool $50 gambler token thanks to Drift HQ. Big shout out to those Drift HQ boys. They hooked me up with even my swap parts. A big shout out to them guys. Kendrick Meyer's spotter is back from her 5K run. Kendrick Meyer's pulling up to the lead position. Norway Nils in that 2JZ powered truck, sitting in the chase position. Kendrick Meyer warming up his tires in that supercharged V8 E36. All right, Kendrick Meyer sitting in that lead, shooting out as you can, blasting out of the Raceway Park Tower. Hospitality suites available, and Nils initiates behind him, putting the pressure on as Kendrick fills outside zone number 1. 2JZ truck staying right with him as Norway Nils keeping the pressure on as Kendrick Meyer outside zone number 2. Both guys doing a great job as they work going inside clip number 2. In transition, Norway Nils dives. Kendrick, a nice line through outside zone number 2 and number 3. Norway Nils followed offline a little bit through outside zone number 3 as Kendrick Myers held his position. A great first half to this one more time battle. If you are joining us for our Racers and Tuners Car Show, the trophies are being announced now. The trophies are being announced now. See what you guys are missing at home. Make sure you guys can tune in live, not only online, but come hang out with us here at Raceway Park. Tickets are available for Formula Drift Round 3 Hospitality Suites. Get them while they last. And here we go, second half of this one more time battle here, Raceway Park, the Gambler. Norway Nils in that crazy 2JZ truck in the lead. Kendrick Meyer to chase. Nils shy of outside zone number 1. Kendrick falls back into position as Nils works his way to outside zone number 2. They leave outside zone 2. Kendrick jumping at him. Transition, patience out of Kendrick Meyer as Nils giving him the real estate. Kendrick Meyer, I'm just gonna get real stabby right here. And the judges have a decision. It's gonna be an all Meyer battle. Kendrick Meyer gets the win. Oh, wow. I don't want to show up to the Meyer Thanksgiving. Kendrick Meyer is going to face off against his brother in the top 8. His brother holding on to a $50 Drift HQ Gambler token. You know, family and money. It's a joke.
Just family.
Just laugh, Ricky.
Just family.
Thanks, Reese. Look, see, this is why me and Reese hang out more than me and Ricky. All right, we're going to jump into our next battle. We got Brian Hopp. The Hopquake! And Alan Boss with his 350Z in the chase. Brian came out with his relatively stock VQ powered S13, shaking up qualifying yesterday. Alan Boss with a beautiful carbon fiber 350Z right to the door. Brian Hopp putting the pressure on. A waiver, but still a crazy start to this first half of the battle. Brian Hopp getting out to number 2. Oh my God, Alan. I'm pretty sure Alan Boss just got hopquaked. Stop your feet for Brian Hopp for the hopquake. Oh, wow. That is the definition of Brian Hopp drifting his heart out with a trail of destruction behind him. Brian Hopp now in that chase position. Alan Boss in that carbon fiber 350Z. Alan Boss in that lead position. I was losing my voice through that. I got excited. I bet I would probably put money that these guys have a little bit of a horsepower difference. It's going to be interesting to see what Brian Hopp can do in the chase position against that crazy all carbon fiber 350Z of Alan Boss. And here we go, Alan Boss in that lead. Brian Hopp keeping it close. Alan Boss initiates. Hopp sacrificing outside zone number 1. The dive back into a clip. Maybe a strategy to make up Brian trying to keep up, driving through the smoke of Alan's car. Both drivers doing a great job. Brian Hopp may have taken a strategic move there, knowing that he may have been outgunned on the straight, trying to make it up into the clip. We'll see how it pays off for him. And we have a winner. Brian Hopp gets the win. Brian Hopp takes the win, moves on to the top 8. We're going to move on to our next battle here. Dubbed the Caveman, Turbo Mike Bruhl in that crazy S14, cranking out some angle all weekend, up against Mike Vogt for getting his golf clubs in the car during practice. Turbo Mike holding on to a $25 Freedom Motorsports Gambler token. Looking to take a little bit of Tony's money here. Mike Vogt looking to steal that token and use it into his next battle. And here we go, Mike in the lead. Mike in the chase. Turbo Mike in the lead in that blue S14. Mike Vogt in the chase of that Corvette. Mike working his way to the inner clip. Mike cleaning it up now, driving back on the door of the S14. The Corvette putting the pressure on as Mike curls it back into the inner clip. Vogt transitions, clicks, dives back on the door. Turbo Mike. An aggressive move out of the Corvette. At this time, I am calling all of our top 8 drivers to please report to the grid for opening ceremonies. I repeat, all top 8 competing drivers report to the grid for opening ceremonies. At this time, paging Dmitry Busky to your car. All right, here we go. Vogt in the lead. The Caveman, Mike Bruhl in the chase. The Corvette with a gap on Turbo Mike. Both cars avoiding outside zone number 1. Curling back in for that inner clip. The Corvette and Mike Vogt taking a gap, turning it away from Turbo Mike. Turbo Mike trying to turn it up. Vogt holding the gap around. Maybe even increasing as both drivers finish off their run. Our judges are deliberating. I'll take this time to call all our top 8 competing drivers to the grid. I repeat, all top 8 competing drivers to the grid. That means you, Dimitri Busky. And the judges have a decision. They're going to go one more time. That means you guys are going to see one more battle before we get our top 8 drivers out. So we're going to pull out Turbo Mike and Mike Vogt back to the line for the one more time battle. We're going to let our drivers go back, change tires if necessary. At this time, I would like to give a big shout out to our Let It Ride sponsors, TireStacks.com, Drift HQ, South Bay Fuel Injectors, East Coast Drift School, and Freedom Motorsports, as well as our other sponsors of the Gambler here at Raceway Park, Rock Auto, Hotels Unlimited, Flipsco, US Drift, Club Loose, and the Racers and Tuners Car Show. And here we go, the one more time battle. Mike Bruhl in the lead. Mike Vogt in the chase. Caveman initiates. Vogt right back out of the door. Turbo Mike clips back into that air clip. Mike starting to put the pressure on in the S14. Caveman doing a great job as Vogt. As he makes the same aggressive move, dives right back to the door. A little stabby there from Vogt the second time around. It looks like Turbo Mike might have thrown a little more angle than last time. Maybe Vogt dumped through the smoke, anticipating a little more room to play with. Good car control out of both drivers. They finish off their lap. If you guys are watching at home through these instant replays, a big shout out to our team here doing the live stream. You can almost see the golf clubs in the back of Mike's Corvette. He said you got a pair of New Balances hanging from the rear view?
They're tied tight.
Tied tight, he said. Tied tight. All right, Mike Vogt in that Corvette, sitting in the lead position, hanging out in that chicane. Turbo Mike, Mike Buell, dubbed the Caveman, sitting in the chase. And here we go. Mike's turbo car looking like he's going to get left behind with all that American muscle. He needs to clean up that gap. Vogt initiates, gets into outside zone number 1. Turbo Mike trying to dive back into the inner clip. Holding a consistent gap as the Corvette looks like it's starting to walk away from the S14 Mike. A consistent gap. As Mike said, I'm not missing my tee time. I'm out of here. Once again, I'm calling all top 8 drivers to report to grid, all top 8 competing drivers to report to grid. Don't forget, Mike Bruhl sitting on that Freedom Motorsports $25 gambler token. He's looking to double that value. Vogt looking to steal it, use it to his advantage in the next battle. We already have more than $250 worth of prize money thanks to the gambler token. In addition to that, our first place winner here at Gambler will win $4,000. The second place winner will take home $2,000, and the third place winner takes home $1,000. And the judges come to a decision. Oh, let's wrap them up, boys. Send them again. They're going one more time. Hey, Reese, would you like to fill everybody in at home and really showcase or tell them what you're looking for, what's missing out of these guys' battles?
So that one was a little bit harder for us to really come to a conclusion to. We really had to look over the replays. There definitely was a bobble going into outer zone 3 by Mike Vogt. But then when we switched the roles and Turbo Mike was chasing, there was just a huge gap that was just created there that we just cannot turn our eye away from. So when we weigh both of those out, we decided the best thing to do is just to have them go one more time to see if we can get a clean result here.
We're going to get our competitors back on the pits. They're going to swap some new tires on there. Big shout out to TireStacks.com, supplying tires to a lot of our competitors out here today. Also a big shout out to Drift HQ. Definitely a great place to grab the parts that you need. Quick shipping. I use them all the time. Definitely my choice of avenue. All right, we're waiting for our drivers to swap some new tires on here. I'm sitting here with Ricky Hoffman, one of our judges here. This guy left a little bit early today during practice to go work on his Pro Spec car. You're headed down to Orlando, right? You got anything you want to tell everybody here? Anything you're working on? Surprises? I don't know, maybe some freebies? Because people like free stuff, right? You're going to give some free stuff away or something?
Well, Mike, I know you try to take all my extra parts, but unfortunately right now I don't have any. We just got the car done. Luckily I haven't gotten to break anything yet. Yet.
I've been driving with Ricky for a long time. If you guys know, don't bring it up anymore. And, yeah, don't bring it up anymore. We get it. All right, we see it too. It comes on Facebook every year. We see it. If you know, you know. Leave it alone. Hey, everybody, my mom's here. Say hello to June Perez. Hey, June. Hi, Mom. All right, looks like our drivers are almost ready. This is your warning at home. Grab your snacks, get back to your couch or wherever you're hanging out. If you're hanging out here today, make sure you tip your waitress over there at the concession stand or your waiter over there at the grease truck. I honestly don't know if there are waiters or waitresses there. I'm sure the wait staff over there is super friendly. Make sure you always tip. Head back to your bleacher seat. We're going to get back to this one more time battle. All right, I see the Corvette and Mike Vogt entering the burnout box, warming up those brand new tires. We'll get him back on the line. Waiting for Mike Bruhl. Him and his team should be swapping tires. He'll be on his way back. As Jay Wang just say, shout out to the media for you guys hanging out in the bunkers all day, grabbing all this cool stuff for you, for us, not for you. It's for us. Thank you very much. Also a big shout out to the dirt bike kids running around, picking up cones, cleaning up the track, making sure it's nice and safe for all our drivers. Also a big shout out to everybody who came out to hang out here at Raceway Park. And I guess a big shout out to you guys at home too for tuning in. Thank you guys as well. We hope to see you here in the future, maybe for round 3 of FD, to see these guys battle out in the very same stage. All right, our drivers are back on the line. Turbo Mike in that blue S14, sitting in the chicane in the lead position. Mike Vogt in the Corvette in the chase. Turbo Mike dubbed the caveman. Thank you, Ricky. All right, here we go. Turbo Mike in the lead. Mike Vogt to chase. Turbo Mike just getting into outside zone number 1. Vogt jumping in, trying to close the gap, but they're working their way into outside zone number 2. Turbo Mike trying to clean up that gap, diving in on the door of Mike's car. Transitions into the last final zone, and an aggressive move from the Corvette as they cross over the finish line. Vogt showcasing the car, and him is capable. All right, Mike Buell in the chase. Mike Vogt in the lead. Vogt in the Corvette. Turbo Mike in the blue S14. The Corvette showing a ton of aggression through outside zone number 3. Mike gonna have to showcase. He knows what he's doing in that position. And here we go. Second half of this one more time battle here at Raceway Park the Gambler. Turbo Mike looking out. He's like, I don't want more gap. Getting onto the door of the Corvette. Mike Vogt doing a great job through outside zone number 1. Buell hit the wall. Hits the wall. Mike Vogt cleans up the outside zone number 2. Mike Bruhl trying to clean up a gap from a little mishap. Everybody's got to keep it together. And we have a winner. Mike gets the win. Mike Vogt gets the win and steals that $25 Freedom Motorsports token and is now his to gamble and let it ride. This is the last call for all top 8 competing drivers to please report to the grid immediately. To all top 8 competing drivers to report to the grid immediately. Will Mike Vogt's team please let him know that he needs to report for the top 8 battle? As we collect our top 8 competing drivers, this may be a good time to grab a snack, grab a drink, find your seat, get comfortable. We're going to bring our top 8 drivers out for an opening ceremony, introduce each driver, showcase their car a little bit, and then we'll get right back to the action. At this time, I'm going to need Mike Vogt and Doug Santana to report to the grid. Mike Vogt and Doug Santana, this is your late announcement. Report to the grid. As you guys are hanging out with us today, make sure you check out the Racers and Tuners Car Show. Wander around to the sponsors that have attended here today, like South Bay Fuel Injectors, and get a snack and a drink over at the concession stands or the grease truck. Find your seat. We will get our top 8 opening ceremony underway at 5:45. I repeat, we will get our top 8 drivers out on the track and introduced at 5:45. All right, here's your warning at home and here at Raceway Park. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring out our top 8 drivers here at the 2021 Raceway Park the Gambler. Make some noise for them. These guys have been battling out all weekend. Let's stop your feet. Make some noise. Blow up the comment section. Let them know you're here. These guys have been driving their heart out all weekend. Let them know your top 8 drivers here at the Gambler Raceway Park. Once again, make some noise for your top 8 drivers here, 2021 The Gambler. All right, let's get down to introducing our top 8 drivers, starting all the way to the far left in this beautiful E46. Michael Essa built the rescue squad from qualifying. Our number 1 qualifier, Dimitri Busky. Hey, Victoria. It's your man, Matt Essie. Give it up for him. And that 9 pounds SR Power of Fury. Speaking of all that horsepower, VQ Daddy, the Hopp Quake, Brian Hopp. You got all your clubs out this time? All right, just 1 lap, yeah? All right, give it up for Mike Vogt and his Corvette. And up next, the Myers brothers bringing out their car dad. This guy's built a bunch of cars. Check out his shirt. It's really cool. Give it up for Chris Meyer in this black E46 and Kendrick Meyer in his red E36. Another VA-powered E36 on the field. Tyler Foley, give it up for him. And last, and certainly not least, being super aggressive all weekend, give it up for Doug Santana. I mean, you all lost compared to Doug's fan base right there. Make some noise for all the top 8 drivers here, 2021 The Gambler. All right, boys, media guys, please get to a safe distance. Drivers, to your cars. Please start your engines. Let's get back on the grid and get back to battling. Let's see who's going to take home that $4,000 first place grand prize. Yeah, you know what that sound is, media guys. Run for your lives. Don't worry, it sounds as bad as in here as it is out there. All right, we're going to get our drivers set up for our top 8. Grab your snacks, grab your seat, let's get to it. All right, you guys ready to get this top 8 started? We got our drivers on the line. Make some noise for them. Stop your feet. Here we go. Dimitri Busky in the lead. Tyler Foley to chase. Dimitri Busky enters, gets in the outside zone number 1. A little bit of gap as Tyler closes it up by inside clip number 1. Dimitri working out to that outside line 2. There goes Dimitri curling it back in. Tyler looking comfy. Tyler jumps into smoke. And Dimitri with a little left foot brake, putting the car exactly where it needs to go in a great first half of the top 8 here. Talking to Dimitri back onto the grid before the top 8 voting ceremony. He says the car feels good, he feels comfortable. He's playing with it at this point. Maybe he only has 2 tires left, who knows? Tyler Foley hanging on to $50 thanks to East Coast Drift School. If Tyler Foley can walk away with a win, that'll turn into $100. If Dimitri Busky gets the win, he'll steal it and it'll revert back to a $25 token. A big shout out to East Coast Drift School for helping people learn to drift and drive. Hit them up if you want to get out here yourself and have a chance at that $4,000 first place prize. Tyler Foley in that orange VA-powered E36 BMW in the chicane in that lead position. Dimitri Busky in the red and gray E46. Big shout out to Danny. Thanks, Danny. You guys see that leap over the wall? Parkour. So negative. All right, here we go. Tyler Foley. Dimitri Busky. Tyler in the lead. Initiates. Dimitri putting the pressure on early. Tyler doing a great job through outside zone number 1 as Dimitri Busky keeps the pressure on through the post in a clip. Dimitri saves the front of that. Great job through outside zone number 2. Tyler, great positioning, giving all the real estate to Dimitri Busky to work with. And a great second half of the battle here in the top 8 at Raceway Park the Gambler. And it looks like the judges have a decision. Dimitri Busky will steal the East Coast Drift School token and get the win. That East Coast Drift School token will revert back to a $25 winnings. Dimitri will have the chance to double its earnings in its next battle. Big shout out to Tyler Foley, taking an underpowered car and holding his own against Dimitri Busky. Just a real testament that it doesn't take a pro-level car to come out here and be super competitive. It's got to have the balls to go real fast. This next battle up, Doug Santana with the loudest fan base here. Sitting on $100 thanks to TireStacks.com. He's already doubled that twice now. Doug's looking to turn that TireStacks.com $100 into $200 going into the Final Four up against Dimitri Busky. And he could also have the chance to take away that East Coast Drift School token, or Busky can steal it from Doug. But first, Doug needs to get through Matt Essie. Matt Essie in that 9-pound turbo SR20 powerhouse of a coupe out there. Going up against Doug Santana's wild E46. Waiting for our drivers to warm up the tires and make it up to the line. All right, Matt Essie in the lead position. Got to shoot out of the chicane and under the tower. Doug Santana in the chase. Doug sitting on a cool $100 thanks to TireStacks.com. And here we go, Matt Essie in the lead. Doug Santana in the chase. Matt initiates. A little bit of walking through that outside zone number 1, but pulls it back together as Doug Santana falls into position behind him. Working the way to the outside zone number 2. Essie losing angle as Doug Santana comes in and says, "Bud, I'm going to need more than that." Looks like both drivers and vehicles appear to be okay. Maybe only cosmetic. It looks like Santana was anticipating Matt to be a little more aggressive coming out of outside zone number 2. You're not going to get that out of that 9 PSI on an SR. No, sir, Doug. No, sir. Make some noise for Jeff Nation, celebrity guest in the house. All right, Matt Essie's in that chase position. Doug Santana sitting in the chicane, ready to lead. Dial him into the grid, waiting for the arm drop. Doug Santana. And that torquey E46 up against an SR powered coupe, but Mike Essie. Mike right there in the door of the E46, just shy of outside zone number 1. Essie dives back into the other clip. Putting that SR to work in the door of Doug Santana E46. Essie doing a great job keeping the proximity close at the door of the E46 to Doug Santana. Oh, and a bit of stabby as he walks into the outside zone number 3. But a great, great battle from the SR Power Coupe of Matt Essie. Doug Santana getting nervous. Who do you think Matt Essie gets the win? All right, Doug, this is for your people. Who thinks Doug Santana gets the win? Oh, wow. That support went wild. All right. Well, they're going to go one more time. The judges want to see more out of it. Wow. They were not impressed with Doug's performance. They were not. Doug, they said clean it up, bud. Clean it up. His entire family was so disappointed they didn't even cheer the second time. All right, those guys, Matt Essie and Doug Santana, are going to go see battle one more time. Doug Santana going to hang on to his TireStacks.com $100 gambler token for a little while longer. We're going to bring up our next battle, the Meyer off. This is for the Thanksgiving dinner choices.
The Best Brother Award.
The Best Brother Award. A big shout out to their parents. I believe they're in attendance with us today. Good luck around the holidays. Hey, Dad, who are you voting for? All right, here we go. Kendrick Meyer in the lead. Chris Meyer to chase. Kendrick gets out of the outside zone number 1. Chris Meyer trying to be a bully. Working his way out. A small crash for Chris getting back on the door. Kendrick Meyer on the outside zone number 2. Chris putting the pressure back on. Working the way into that side clean plate 2. There's so much noise. We're on transition to outside zone number 3. Chris doing a great job behind Greta. Make some noise. Chris Meyer hanging on to $50 thanks to Drift HQ, looking to double it. And his brother looking to take his money away from him. It's the classic family issues here. Kendrick Meyer, great lead. Chris Meyer making sure Brothers doesn't get away from him. And here we go, second half for the brother battle. Chris Meyer in the lead, Kendrick to chase. Kendrick getting aggressive. Chris Meyer filling outside zone number 1. Both drivers doing a great job as they work their way to outside zone number 2. Chris put the pressure on Kendrick. Trying to make that zigzag work, put the pressure back on. Knock, knock, brother, knock, knock. Transition to outside zone number 3 through the wall of death. A great job by both brothers. Dad, you should be proud. Chris Meyer sitting on that $50 Drift HQ token, looking to make it 100. Kendrick Meyer, his brother, trying to steal that money from him. I know, family issues. All right, Dad, good luck at Christmas. Kendrick Meyer steals his brother's lunch money. Kendrick Meyer gets the win. Kendrick Meyer will be awarded a $25 Drift HQ gambler token for his win, stealing his money from his brother. What a mean, mean move. We're going to get our one more time battle up again. Doug Santana up against Matt Essie. Doug still sitting on a $100 gambler token thanks to TireStacks.com. Doug looking to turn that into $200 going into the Final Four. Matt Essie looking to steal it and work his way into the Final Four. Matt Essie in that SR-powered coupe sitting in the lead lane. Doug Santana, and I believe it's a V8-powered E46 sitting in the chase. A Texas Speed V8. Oh, that's not a normal V8. That's a big boy V8. And Matt Essie with his 9 PSI SR in the lead. Doug Santana putting the pressure on. And a one-timer going off with Essie in the first outside zone. Doug Santana keeps the composure, working his way to outside zone number 2. He's doing a great job. Doug's still there. Right when he made contact last time, but not an issue this time. They transition to the last outside zone. Doug Santana keeping his composure this time against Matt Essie. Doug Santana looking like he learned something from the first time around. Matt Essie's going to have to keep the pressure on in the second half of this one more time battle. Doug's not looking to lose that $100 thanks to Tire Stacks. He wants to double up. All right, we got Doug Santana in the lead position, Matt Essie to chase. Hey, Victoria, it's your man. Second half of this one more time battle, Doug Santana in the lead, Matt Essie in the chase. Here we go, shooting out from the Raceway Park Tower. Santana initiates, Essie shortly behind him. Santana mimicking what Matt Essie just did, and Matt Essie cleans up the line, jumps to the door back of Doug Santana as he 46. Putting the pressure back on Doug Santana as he 46. That Texas Speed V8 trying to run away from the SR of Matt Essie's coupe, working their way to the wall of death, and Essie keeping his pressure on with half the cylinders. Doing a great job, Doug Santana, giving him the real estate to work with. getting out of his way. Doug Santana makes 570. And do we know a horsepower number for Matt Essie? 85? Okay, 85 horsepower. Don't forget Doug Santana sitting on that TireStacks.com gambler token, already valued at $100. He's looking to double it while Matt's trying to steal his money from him and work his way into the Final Four. While our judges are deliberating, we got our next battle on the line. Brian Hopp in that VQ-powered S13 up against Mike Vogt, who holding on to that $25 gambler token thanks to Freedom Motorsports in his Corvette. Mike Vogt is the chase in his Corvette, and Brian Hopp to lead. And the judges do have a winner. Doubling his money and working his way into the Final Four, Doug Santana, now with a $200 thanks to TireStacks.com, works his way up to see battle against Dimitri Busky in the semifinals. Sorry, Victoria. But that's your man. Mike Vogt in that Corvette, sitting on the $25 gambler token thanks to Freedom Motorsports. Freedom Motorsports have been hustling the last couple weeks getting Rich Whiteman's Chaser ready for FD Pro Spec. All right, Brian Hopp in the lead position. Vogt in the Corvette to chase. Get ready for a hop quake. Here comes Brian Hopp shooting out from the Raceway Park Tower. Mike Vogt in the Corvette right behind him. Make some noise for him. They throw it into outside zone number one. And Vogt! One lap, Vogt! One lap, Vogt! One lap! Brian Hopp. Blaring trumpets of glory. Going to the wall of death. Don't hop quake it now, brother. In normal fashion, Brian Hopp leaving a trail of destruction behind him. Mike Vogt. Poor one-lap Mike over there. I really hope the golf clubs didn't come loose and hurt anything in the back of his Corvette. He seems confident. He's pulled right back up in the chicane for his lead lap. He has to know at this time it's records or checkers. I hope Haggerty insured that thing well. And Brian Hopp looks to be returning to his pits.
Where's his pit crew?
Waiting to hear.
He needs to know. Right here.
Waiting to see the dilemma here, if he's going to have to call his competition 5. And his 5 minutes time will start right now. Brian Hopp and his team has put hands on the vehicle. Hopp out of a car, putting hands on his own vehicle. I've never seen this many grown men run full speed in my life. They're already panting. Brian Hopp quaking himself. Mike Vogt sitting at grid, just dwelling on what he's just done. Brian Hopp with some sort of mechanical issue, giving Mike Vogt plenty of time to mentally prepare for the second half of this battle. And we got Brian Hopp back out of the pits. The fastest crew change I've ever seen, fastest in the biz. You hear the trumpets, glory. A 52-second pit stop from Brian Hopp. I'm not Guinness, but I'm sure it's a record. Mike Vogt still sitting in the lead position, thinking about what he did. Mike Vogt having plenty of time to mentally prepare. And Brian Hopp comes sliding around for the corner, ready, directly into position. Brian, not wasting any time. I'm pretty sure it was a minute door to door. He doesn't want to waste any of your time both here and at home. Make sure you know he appreciates it. Jesus, Brian, calm down, bud. All right, Mike Vogt in the lead in the Corvette. Brian Hopp keeping it spicy in the chase. And here we go, Vogt. All or nothing, records or checkers, here we go. Vogt initiates and Brian Hopp, nowhere. Unfortunately, Brian Hopp making that one wheel work. Brian Hopp breaking third gear. Pretending he broke third gear. We're assuming it's third gear. That was not third. That was a lot of bang, 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 bang. Mike Vogt with a lucky break after a mishap coming out of outside zone number 1. In the words of J-Way, it's one more time, let's do it, boys, we're on the back out. Brian Hopp, we need another 52-second pit stop. Hopefully Brian's vehicle is in some sort of condition to compete. Also, Brian putting hands on his vehicle in the last battle, already using his 5-minute timeout. We will allow our drivers to put new tires on their car, but he will not be allotted any extra time to make any repairs if necessary. Just as a reminder, Mike Vogt in the Corvette sitting on $25 thanks to Freedom Motorsports on their gambling token. Vogt letting it ride, trying to double his money to take it into the semifinals up against Kenrick Meyer, who's also sitting on $25 thanks to Drift HQ. Stealing that money from his brother Chris in the last battle. On the other side of the bracket, Dimitri Busky holding on to East Coast Drift School's $25 token, going up against Doug Santana, sitting on $200 on TireStacks.com. We just got word over the radio that Brian Hopp does not have third gear in his car anymore. So he said, I'm going to use fourth. Oh, it's stock VQ. Cool. Trumpet noises. That'll sound great. Hopefully he could just...
No, remember he's got an intake spacer.
Oh, he's got an intake spacer. Plenum spacer. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. He does have a plenum spacer. That thing's not stock. Don't let anybody fool you.
What happened?
Brian Hopp at the tire machine with the air hose on time. Oh, only a little bit. Just a scooch. Just a little bit off the top. I know you guys at home can't see back into the pits in the paddock area. Brian Hopp's still at the air tank. And Mike Vogt patiently waiting behind him in preparation for their one more time battle. And Brian Hopp aired up. Fourth gear hero. Gonna make that VQ Plenum Spacer work, bud. And Vogt in that Corvette. Working his way back to the grid now. Give a big ups to both of these drivers working their way back to the grid for their one more time battle. Vogt hanging on to that $25 token thanks to Freedom Motorsports. Someone wake up Rich Whiteman from his nap. He's got to get that car done. All right, Brian Hopp has his Air Jordans on. Mike Vogt with his New Balances. All right, here we go. Brian Hopp needs to row all the way up to fourth gear. Let her eat the entire track. That little VQ with just a Plenum Spacer is really going to be working, trying to get in the lead out of the way on Mike Vogt's Corvette. And here we go. This is one more time battle. Vogt initiates fourth gear, nowhere near outside zone number one, but Brian Hopp is flying. The car's drifting. It's working. Mike Vogt trying to get out of it. Brian Hopp throws outside zone number two. Fourth gear. And Mike Vogt can't keep up. Mike Vogt. Mike Vogt! Hopquake! 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 Stop your feet! Mike Vogt just got hopquaked. Oh, wow. Mike Vogt. He's not back on the line. Mike Vogt literally driving home. He's driving home. Mike Vogt left. Is he calling five? We done. Mike Vogt left. I'm crying. Mike Vogt, is he calling five? Mike Vogt, Mike Vogt, are you calling five? Yeah, he's calling a 5 minutes. Okay, he didn't go home. All right. Oh, wow. Mike Vogt calling a 5-minute timeout. Brian Hopp breaks third gear. He's got to use fourth. Sits, hits a tire machine, airs up. Hopp quakes the Corvette. Oh my, Max is just, there's crews hard at work on the Corvette right now under the hood. They're using every tool imaginable. Max is on top of the strut towers, jumping, kicking. We're waiting for final word from his spotter and crew. Unfortunately, due to the airport being so close to the raceway here, we're not allowed our drones to leave our racetrack surfaces. The hood's still up on the Corvette of Mike Vogt. It's probably his handbrake broke. It wouldn't happen if he had one of those Fish Racing Tech carbon fiber boys. All right, looks like he's making some adjustments. Look, that car may be okay.
Imagine Max broke a sensor.
Yeah, Max in there doing map sensor work. Mike Vogt, friendly suggestion. I suggest you put your golf clubs back in the back for a little extra grip. We're still waiting for the final verdict from his crew. 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning to Mike Vogt. The Hopp Quake, Brian Hopp in his VQ powered S13. Missing third gear, completely broke it, it's gone, now there. Finishes his last battle in second, airs up his tires, now in fourth gear, with that trumpets blaring, sitting in the chase position, waiting for Mike Vogt's Corvette. And it looks like his crew's moving, Corvette's underway. Corvette's underway, getting the official word from our judges for the time. Looks like he'll be well underneath his 5-minute timeout, and he's headed back to the grid. Mike Vogt and his team completely replacing the entire driveline in that Corvette in a record time. We're unsure what Vogt was changing, but obviously had to make some sort of change necessary of the competition 5. His crew and Totter is back up. Brian Hopp choosing an unorthodox chase style from almost the FD start, getting a major head start so he can get into the fourth gear, and it's working out for him! Brian Hopp right in the door! Oh my God, Mike Vogt initiates. Hopp making a line sacrifice, and he's right back on interclip! Can he keep the car going? He keeps the car going! Mike Vogt doing a great job in front, but Brian Hopp's still there! Brian Hopp's still there! Mike Vogt doing a great job! But Brian Hopp makes some noise. I'm losing my voice over this. Brian Hopp, the hero drifting needed. It's maybe not what you want, it's a VQ, but it's what you need. Brian Hopp, Hopp quaking Mike Vogt, and holding his own, missing third gear, with an aggressive choice off the grid start. Wreckers or checkers, Brian Hopp, kudos, brother.
Oh my God.
And it's official, stealing that $25 Freedom Motorsports token, Brian Hopp going into the Final Four. I need to catch my breath, Jesus. You know what's crazy? Brian Hopp's coming in there with a relatively stock VQ up against Kenrick Meyer with a supercharged V8. Dimitri Busky, which is another pro-level car, who had a turbocharged M52 or S52, I don't know, a Michael Essa built pro-level car, against Doug Santana with a Texas Speed V8. Hopp has all the real estate in the world to do everything he needs to take everybody's money. If you weren't a fan of the Hopp Quick, you are now. Brian Hopp, kudos, brother. We'll see you in the Final Four. Dimitri Bruschi, Doug Santana, we need you up on grid. Dimitri Bruschi with a $25 token, thanks to East Coast Drift School. And Doug Santana sitting with a big old $200 thanks to TireStacks.com. Kendrick Meyer, $25 thanks to Drift HQ. And Hopp, thanks to $25 from Freedom Motorsports. This is where it gets weird. These guys, when they win these battles, they'll lock in their values in the final battle. They'll be able to either keep and let it ride, or hold on to the money or let it ride. They'll have the choice with multiple tokens to either play one or all of them. Most of our drivers usually choose to let it ride and try to make as much money as possible. Our drivers today, our first place will walk away with $4,000. Second place, a good $2,000. And third place with a cool grand on top of all their gambler token winnings. A big shout out to all our sponsors, especially our Let It Ride sponsors, TireStacks.com, Drift HQ, South Bay Fuel Injectors, East Coast Drift School, Freedom Motorsports. Our other sponsors, Rock Auto, Hotels Unlimited, Flipsco, US Drift, Club Loose, and the Racers and Tuners Car Show. Also a big shout out to the Napa and Raceway Park family. Thank you for helping hold this event here, make this happen. Definitely exciting. My voice is going to be gone. Doug Santana holding the biggest chip with $200 thanks to TireStacks.com. All right, everybody at home, adjust your audio levels now because I'm just going to get more excited as the day goes on. So this is your fair warning. Thank you guys for joining us both on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, do the vlog stuff, yada, yada, yada. But make sure you set alerts so you don't miss any of the recap or any of the content, both from here from Raceway Park or any of the drivers or the media guys here. Make sure you guys follow your favorite drivers. Let them know that you support them, as well as the media guys out here putting their own blood, sweat, and monies out to make sure that your content gets to your door. We got our next battle, warming up the tires. Dimitri Bruschi in that E46 is sitting on the line. Sitting in the chicane, waiting to lead. Up against that E46 of Doug Santana with that Texas Speed V8. Bruschi with that Michael Essa built BMW. Locked in, looking super solid through practice. Comfortable, hanging out with his kids. Late to all his battles, just chilling.
Yes, sir.
And then Doug Santana, out with a vengeance. Woke up today, chose violence as well during practice, trying to get a win.
It's
He's in the chase position.
right now.
And Dimitri Bruschi, definitely going to give him the real estate to play. Doug Santana, it's your time to shine, bud. Put him on him. Doug Santana sitting on $200 thanks to TireStacks.com. Dimitri Bruschi with $25 thanks to East Coast Drift School. Doug holding on to this TireStacks.com token all the way since the beginning, doubling his money each round, looking to double it again. He's got to put the pressure on to Dimitri Bruschi. The first half of this battle in our Final Four, Dimitri Bruschi enters deep in the outside zone number one. Perfectly nice and deep as Doug Santana keeps the pressure on. Dimitri working his way out. Santana dives through the smoke. Dimitri needs to be where he is, and he's doing a great job, Santana. A safe run behind him. A great first half of this battle here. Both of these guys look comfy in both of those E46s. If Dmitry Busky can steal Doug's token, he'll walk into the finals with $75 worth of gambler tokens. If Doug can get a win and move into the finals, Doug will walk away with, $425. Doug Santana, pull it together, bud. You got to get a win. You get $425 you work out of it. Dmitry Busky trying to steal all that money from him. Here we go, Dmitry Busky in the chase. Doug Santana in the lead position. Initiates. Busky right there, putting the pressure on early. Santana doing a great job with the outside turn number 1, but Busky right there on the door of that E46. Keeping it tight. Just behind the play. Here we are, here to play. I want that money. Switch to the smoke. Dmitry Busky doing a great job. Doug Santana. Woo, getting close there. Doug Santana with a fabulous lead. Dmitry Busky with an issue. That's not good.
I did. I thought that was Doug's motor.
Make some noise for Dmitry Busky as he gets out of his car. We're still waiting on the official word of what happened to Dmitry Busky's car. He is out of the vehicle. He looks okay. Doug, your fan base is back. You didn't let them down this time, bud. All right, our judges have come to a final decision. Dmitry Busky will get the win. Dmitry Busky will steal all the gambler tokens. He will walking into the final with $75 thanks to Tire Stacks and East Coast Drift School. Hopefully the damage done is not catastrophic, but he's giving me the signal. Dmitry Busky, records of checkers, bud. Congratulations, a good job this weekend. He'll move into the finals, unfortunately, with a broken vehicle. We don't like that. Okay, hold on. This just got real spicy. That means with Dmitry Busky broken in the middle of our track right now, our next battle on the line is Kenrick Meyer and Brian Hopp. Kenrick Meyer and Brian Hopp are battling for the last position. That means the winner of the next battle, as long as their vehicle moves off of the line in the finals, wins all of it. Brian Hopp needs to go up against Kenrick Meyer. If Brian Hopp can pull out a win from Kenrick Meyer and can keep his car together for one more battle just to start, Brian Hopp could potentially win this battle. But he has to get through Kenrick Meyer, who is not an easy target. Kenrick Meyer, his supercharged V8 E36, has been dialed in throughout practice. He's going to give him the real estate. Let's see what Brian can do against him. All right, This is a good time for a bathroom break. Grab some snacks, re-up, refill your glasses, put in your bets now. We're going to get essentially our final battles here up against Kenrick Meyer in that V8 supercharged E36 up against that VQ with a plenum spacer, Brian Hopp. And we'll see who will take home first place prize of $4,000, second place with $2,000, and that cool third place with $1,000. And all the gambler tokens on the table. We'll get right back to the action as soon as we get Dimitri Busky's blood all off this track. We're sorry about Dimitri. Good luck next weekend at ProSpec. We hope the best for you. Stay tuned. We'll get right back to the action. All right, once again, make some noise for Dimitri Busky. Fought his heart out this weekend. Left it all out there. Literally, we're cleaning it up. As our track crew gets all the oil spill up from his engine off of the track, we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in with us online. A big shout out to our friends and family at home. A big shout out to my daughter Hannah at home. And I got my nephew here, James. James, can you say hi? Come on, don't get frightened now. Say hi, bud. Oh, you scared them, you mean people.
How are you, Mike?
What?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? All right, bud. We'll get right back to the action here. Just hang out, have a conversation with everybody, and we'll get right back to it. For you guys at home, you're not going to see it, but way further back than the Raceway Park Tower, Brian Hopp is already parked in the weeds, in the woods, ready to take that fourth gear all the way to the top. He's got to get through Kendrick Meyer in his supercharged V8 first. Hey, Dimitri Busky. You're sitting with some gambler tokens thanks to East Coast Drift School and TireStacks.com, totaling $75. I'm assuming you're going to hang on to those, yeah? I'll take it as a yeah. As you guys are watching on the live stream, the replay from Dimitri Busky following Doug Santana. Dimitri taking the win over Doug Santana, stealing his gambler tokens from East Coast Drift School and TireStacks.com, taking home $75 thanks to his gambler tokens. Unfortunately, as you can tell, with a major engine failure, unfortunately out of competition. Just bear with us. We're getting his vehicle off the track safely and the track surface prepared for the rest of our battles tonight. The rest of our battles tonight between Kendrick Meyer holding a $25 Drift HQ gambler token up against the Hopquake, shaking it up today. Brian Hopp with a $25 token thanks to Freedom Motorsports. Hopp already back in the woods, easily 100 yards from the starting line. Lost third gear in his car. Stock VQ, I'm pretty sure it has like a plenum spacer or something on it. Brian's been starting in the woods because he lost third gear. He's going to be rowing from first, second to fourth. He got through a battle with Mike Vogt, and now he has to take on Kendrick Meyer and his supercharged V8 E36. Kendrick Meyer sitting on that $25 Drift HQ gambler token. If he can take the win, he'll double that token to $50 into the final and steal Hopp's $25 Freedom Motorsport token. If Hopp gets the win, he has the ability to do the same. Once again, make some noise, show him some love. Dimitri Busky. I'm sorry, bud. We'll see you next weekend. Yep, striker, we know. Pro spec is in a week. Don't rub it in on him. He's fully aware. But if I know Dimitri Busky, he's a hustler. He never settles. Attaboy, Dimitri. He's still in high spirit. He'll be right there. Don't worry, striker. He'll be there. Can I get an F in the chat for Dimitri Busky? Brian Hopp revving the oil smoke, pumping out of that VQ. He's back in the woods. He's ready. Yo, Reese, you want to talk a little bit about the history of Brian Hopp? Do you want to? It's too much. They can't handle it. All right, we got Kenrick Meyer back in the burnout box, warming up his tires. Rapper Dan chose to go drive at VIR. I think he was scared. Do you hear that, Rapper Dan? Bring it on, brother. Raceway Park, bring it back. Brian Hopp, 100 yards back from Kendrick Meyer, supercharged V8 from the starting line. Look, you guys can't even see him under there on the tower. Kendrick Meyer's supercharged V8, ready 36, sitting in the chicane, ready to lead. Brian Hopp, setting his GPS, he'll be here accordingly. And here he comes. Brian Hopp, shoot it out, right there, Kendrick Meyer, supercharged V8. They both initiate, Brian Hopp on the door, Kendrick Meyer, and tags. Makes contact. They both correct, working their way back out to outside zone number 2. Brian Hopp still in it. Kendrick Meyer's V8 pulling away from the VQ of Brian Hopp. Brian just survived, brother. Kendrick Meyer taking the hit from the trumpet. Brian Hopp from 100 yards back, timing the chase perfectly. Diving in almost too much. Kendrick Meyer sitting on a $25 Drift HQ Gambler token. Shout out to those Drift HQ boys. And Brian Hopp sitting on $25 thanks to Freedom Motorsports. Shout out to that team and Rich Whiteman. Brian Hopp is still starting. Yards back from the starting chicane. Kendrick Meyer in the chase. It's going to be very important. Brian Hopp, make sure he doesn't hit any cones through the chicane or will require a restart. Brian Hopp missing third gear for anybody tuning in from home. Dan, don't talk about my car, all right? This is about you. It's not about me. All right, here we go. Brian Hopp shoots out of the chicane. He made it. Kendrick Meyer, Supercharged V8 right there. They both initiate. Brian Hopp gets it outside zone number 2. He's got to rotate back that inner clip. Kendrick Meyer showing great composure right behind him. Waiting, surging on the door. Brian Hopp, fourth gear, VQ. Brian Hopp, the hero. Kendrick Meyer making it not easy for him. Putting the pressure back on over the finish line. Make some noise for both drivers. Kendrick Meyer stabbing away at the Hopp Quake. No third gear.
Brian has to battle Doug for third now.
Oh, wow. Kendrick Meyer sitting on $25 from Drift HQ. Brian Hopp with $25 thanks to Freedom Motorsports. And the judges have made a decision. Our hero has fallen. Kendrick Meyer walks into the finals. Make some noise for Brian Hopp.
25 and 25. Well, that's 50 now.
Kendrick Meyer taking away $75 into the final battle with gambler tokens. And unfortunately, with Dimitri Bruski being broken, Kendrick Meyer just won the first 2021 gambler. We're going to bring up our third place battle, Brian Hopp and Doug Santana. So we're calling Brian Hopp, I'm sorry, buddy, to the line with Doug Santana for third place. A big shout out to Dimitri Bruski, walking away with $2,000 for his second place finish and $75 in gambler tokens. A big shout out to Kendrick Meyer taking home that $4,000 first place prize due to a technicality in Dimitri Bruski. But Kendrick will also take away $75 thanks to Drift HQ and Freedom Motorsports. We're going to get our third place battle. Our hero back on the line, Brian Hopp, now tokenless up against Doug Santana, also losing that $200 Tire Stacks token to Dimitri Bruski in the final four. We're going to get our third place battle. Thank you guys for hanging out with today. I know we already got up a winner, but we're going to get our third place battle back up on the line. Stick around with us. I will hang out with the drivers. I will go introduce them, show a little bit of the afterwards at the awards. Thank you guys for coming out, hanging out with us here at the Raceway Park. Hang tight for our last and final battle here at the 2021 Raceway Park, The Gambler. For everybody in attendance here at Raceway Park, this will be a good time to maybe watch the final battle close to the Raceway Park Tower, right by the wall where we'll do the final award ceremony. Doug Santana is in the BART box, warming up his tires right now. That E46 with that Texas Speed V8 getting warmed up. And Brian Hopp already ready, sitting back in the woods. Like he's on the entrance lane from the track. He's at the ticket booth. Brian needs to make sure that he doesn't hit any of his chicane cones, causing a restart. These guys are battling it out for $1,000 right now. $1,000 buys you a new gear, Brian. Here we go. Brian Hopp, the Hopp Quake in the lead, blows out. Doug Santana, way too high. He's got to wait for him. And Brian Hopp comes blaring out of him. Doug Santana's got closing up in a clip, falls in the position, starts to put the pressure on, and 4-gear jump in second. Brian Hopp killing Doug Santana. Oh no, Brian Hopp. What a correction. Doug Santana falling back in the position, giving the patience needed. Make some noise for both drivers. Brian Hopp taking his position at the local Wawa. Doug Santana now having to take geez, take it easy, guys, all right? Oh, for me? Oh, thank you. All right, Doug Santana sitting in the lead position. Brian Hopp sitting at Wawa. This is for $1,000. A grand on the line. Brian Hopp. This is for a third gear, bud. Doug Santana with that Texas Speed V8 in the lead position. Brian Hopp drove around Santana on his initiation. Let's see how it works out in the chase. Brian Hopp is right there. That right there, the neck and neck up to the initiation point. Brian Hopp right there at the door. And a correction from Brian Hopp. Hopp quaking through the center. To Doug Santana. Taking third place here at Raceway Park, the Gamblers. Taking home $1,000. Make some noise for your hero, Brian Hopp, still in it. I'm losing my voice. Everybody here and everybody at home, I will see you in a short few minutes over by the Raceway Park wall behind the Raceway Park Tower. A big shout out to everybody joining us online and here. A big shout out to our sponsors. Let It Ride, TireStacks.com, Drift HQ, South Bay Fuel Injectors, East Coast Drift School, Freedom Motorsports, and our other sponsors, Rock Auto, Hotels Unlimited, Flipsco, US Drift, Club Loose, Racers and Tuner Car Show. A big special thank you to the Nat family in Raceway Park. Also a big shout to each and every driver, crew, and fan that has attended here today. We'll see you over at the award ceremony. I'm drinking a beer. Good night, everybody. I'm Mike Prez. A big shout out to our judges today, Reese Marin, Jeff Stoneback, and Ricky Hoffman. Make sure you guys support your local, support your guys next week at FD's Pro Spec, and I'll see you guys later. Yeah, let's go, James. You ready? Let's go get to the award ceremony. You going? Come on, buddy, let's go. We'll take a walk over. One. Yep, big step. Yep, big step. Yeah. Big jump, bud. We'll see you guys over at the Raceway Park wall behind the tower for the award ceremony. Big congratulations to the drivers, everybody competing this weekend. Once again, thank you guys for joining us here at Raceway Park, the Gambler, here in 2021. Got a hard-fought third-place battle. Brian Hopp, maybe not the hero you wanted, but the hero you needed. Tried to take out Doug Santana, just couldn't get it done. Doug Santana taking away that third-place position, grabbing a cool $1,000. Good for him, brother. Our second-place finisher, taking the biggest hit of the evening, Dimitri Busky, with an engine failure, he's got to get his car ready for Pro Spec. And last but not least, we have the Kenrick Meyer. We're going to bring all these drivers over for the award ceremonies over on the boxes. We're just waiting on the big checks. Make some noise for Brian Hopp as he heads back to his pits. See everybody? VQ plenum spacers, they're the noise. Don't worry, guys. I'm fighting a guy for the big checks. We'll bring the big checks out for the awards ceremony.